Here we are, Wembley way. Happy birthday meal to me. Wow, this is incredible. Let's head into the stadium. Okay, this is a bit fancy. We've got a 3 lines bar there. Let's get straight into it now and rate the ground. Right, hello everyone and welcome to this new video on the channel. So it's Sunday the 21st of May 2023 and it is non-league finals day at Wembley Stadium. I've been looking forward to this for a while. It's also my birthday weekend. My birthday's on the Saturday the 20th, so I'm really looking forward to this weekend. But anyway, we've got the FA Vase coming up first, which is Ascot United against Newport Pagnell, and then we have the FA Trophy between FC Halifax Town and Gateshead. So first down on the channel, we've got 2 games in one video. So what I would suggest you want to do, if you're only interested in one of the matches, I'm gonna put chapters in with all the different bits. So the bit you're watching right now will be the introduction. Then after that, you've got all the travel, the day in London for my birthday on my Saturday, and the travelling to Wembley and what's around Wembley on the Sunday. Then we're going to get into the matches. So after that, you'll have the FA Vase chapter, which will be Ascot United versus Newport Pagnell. So on there, I'll have all the pre and post-match analysis, as well as half-time and the match vlog itself. Then after that, we've got the FA Trophy. So like I say, then again, I'll be coming back here, and we've got the pre and post-match thoughts and the half-time and the match itself. And then afterwards, we'll have a bit of an outro and a rate the ground as well. So that's how it's going to work. So like I say, if you're only interested in a certain part, then feel free to use the chapters to navigate yourself to the parts that you want to watch. But other than that, hope you enjoy the video. It should be a very good one. I'm very excited. Like I said, it's my birthday weekend as well as non-leagues final. So you're going to enjoy plenty of content here. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So first off, let's head down to London. Right, here we go. Off to London we go. Off we go.
The next stop.
Yeah.
That's hot, but the next place we'll go for it.
Yeah.
It's a great ground. I need to read it all. Oh, I use that. I need to read it.
No, I'm not just doing trouble.
She's really pretty.
So? Oh, happy birthday meal to me. Look at that. Oh, nice.
He still has a restaurant there now.
Right, so it's now the day after. It is match day, so we are heading over to Wembley. We're going to stop at the Spoons at St Pancras first, and then make our way to a fan zone at Wembley. I think we're going to go in the Gateshead and the Newport Pagnell fan zone, so let's go on with the video and let's check it all out. Right, here we are, Wembley way. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go in. Here we go then, Wembley way. Let's get a drink. Oh, that's the box park.
Yeah, I kind of want to have a nosy around there.
Here we go, so this is the fan zone we're going to go in, the Newport Pagnell one, which is box park, which is the one we wanted to go in anyway, so let's go and see what it's like. Wow, this is incredible. food things on the bottom. And the marble top.
Best day, Graham.
Right, fan zone done. Let's head into the stadium. Let's go. And then we'll swap. I'll go and you can up pints. Wow, this is so cool. It's amazing. Look at all this.
You should be here.
Absolutely fantastic. I was going to say, I feel a bit.
Ascot United versus Newport Pagnell Town.
Oh,
There
yeah.
were a lot of Newport Pagnell fans.
A lot of Newport, yeah.
How many floors do
Go
we
up
have
the
to go
escalator to Wembley. Can't believe we're actually doing an escalator to Wembley. All the England shirts on there.
Let's figure out where the fuck we're going.
Wow.
Sorry.
Right, let's go in.
Fucking journey on. Bar there, look. Oh my god, we should definitely get lunch.
Wow, this is incredible. Okay, this is a bit fancy. We've got a 3 Lions bar there. Camden L's thing. This is lovely. Oh, sorry, I'm fanning out here. This is fantastic. Okay, so first up we've got the FA Vase, which is Ascot United versus Newport Pagnell, which is for all the teams that are at step 5 and 6 in non-league, which is the 9th and 10th tier of English football. So we're going to go into a bit about the teams now. So we're going to start with Ascot United, and they were the champions of their division, which was the Combined Counties Premier Division North. So they won it pretty easy as well. They had 33 wins, 3 draws and only 2 defeats, which meant they passed the 100-point target of 102 points. So with that, they're promoted to Step 4, so they're going to be not eligible to play in this tournament next year because they'll be playing in the FA Trophy instead, because that is for Steps 1 to 4, which is what they'll be playing in next season. So the last match in the league was a 4-2 away win at Burnham. They've actually won 9 games in a row in the league, and quite ironically, the last match that they didn't take 4 points from was Wembley. So they had a 2-2 draw at home to Wembley, and that was the last game where they didn't pick up maximum points. So moving on to Newport Pagnell now, they finished the season in 3rd place out of 18th in the United Counties League Premier Division South, which means they just missed out on a playoff spot for a place in Step 4, so they will be eligible to play this tournament next year. So in the last league match, they beat Lutterworth by 2 goals to 0 at home, and they've won 3 in a row at the end of the season, so they've finished the season off very well. So both teams are in really good form coming into this, and Newport Pagnell are actually the holders of the FA Vase. They won last year's final at Wembley, beating Littlehampton Town by 3 goals to 0. So Newport Pagnell will definitely be wanting to keep hold of the trophy that they won last year. They want to keep both hands on it and not let Ascot come anywhere near that. So next up, we're going to go through these teams' journeys to get to the final. So Newport Pagnell actually didn't start until the 2nd round proper, whereas Ascot United had to play 2 qualifying rounds just to get to the 1st round. So I'll go through them results very quickly now. So like I say, Newport got by in the 1st qualifying round, and Ascot beat Long Crendon away by 5 goals to 1. In the 2nd qualifying round, like I say, Newport had a bite, and then Ascot beat AK Bocco by 10 goals to 1. Apologies if I do mispronounce some of these names. Then in the 1st round, the final round, that Newport had a buy-in, Ascot actually beat another Newport team, Newport FC, away from home by 1 goal to 0. And now I've got both teams in the cup. So in the 2nd round, Ascot continued with a good form against Broadbridge Heath, winning away from home by 3 goals to 0. And Newport Pagnell beat Baldock Town by 4 goals to 1 away from home. Then in the 3rd round, Ascot United beat Little Common by 4 goals to 0 at home, whereas Newport had an away tie at Norwich United, which they won by 1 goal to 0. In the 4th round, Ascot were away at Buckland Athletic, and they won that by 3 goals to 1, whereas Newport were at home to Ollerton Town, and the match ended 1-1, and then Newport won by 7 penalties to 6 in the shootout. Then we moved to the 5th round, which is the last 16, and Ascot United beat Bridgewater United away from home by 1 goal to 0, and Newport had a very good win at home to Jersey Bulls by 1 goal to 0. And now we're really into the business end. We had the quarterfinals, and both teams needed penalties for this. So Ascot drew away with West Disbury and Charlton, 1-1, and then won 4-3 on penalties. And then Newport drew at home to Atherstone Town, and then also won by 4 goals to 3 on penalties. The semi-finals was no difference. Both teams needed penalties again, as they both drew by two goals apiece away from home. So with Ascot, that was against Rossington Town, and they ended up winning 5-4 on penalties. And then with Newport, they drew 2-2 away to Ollerton Town and won back by 3-2. And so here we are in the final. Which team is going to get their hands on the FA Vase? Will Newport Pagnell defend their title, or will Ascot United continue their amazing form in the league and lift the trophy? So I think it'll be and new or and still. My prediction is and new. I think Ascot United are going to take this. They look really, really strong at the minute. Newport look a good team as well, but I think Ascot are going to be too strong on the day, and I think they are going to be crowned and new. So my prediction for this game is Ascot United 3, Newport Pagnell 1. Anyway, that's enough from me. Let's get into our seats and let's see how the match goes. Right, so we've just missed kick-off. We're staying near for a tiny bit just until we've finished our pints, which are just down here, my beautiful girlfriend. But look at this view there. We're in the Three Lions bar here. This is absolutely incredible. Like, literally, I could just sit in here all day. We're not gonna. We're gonna go out after we've finished our pints. But what were you saying, sir?
Look at the view behind you.
I didn't even notice that, you know.
So bougie.
It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, we're gonna go out after we've finished our pints. But this is absolutely incredible. I could literally sit in here all day if we had a football match to go to. But we'll have we'll finish these pints and then we're gonna head out. So we will see you when we go into our seats. So just arrived at our seats. This is the view. We've got Pagnell fans there, Ascot fans there, and we are in padded seats. Look at that. Lovely. Anyway, let's see how the match goes. Oh. 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 Wow.
So 25 minutes in, we've gone to the bar, so we've only just left the bar.
Fair play to him. Oh. 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 Oh.
Can you hear the Wembley atmosphere?
Great. Oh, that's a lovely tackle. Oh, it's come out to her. Go on.
Full time in the next game.
Oh.
Nice in the street.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's half time. No. So half time, it's Ascot United 0, Newport Pagnell 0, and it's been a game of not a lot of clear-cut chances, to be fair. Both teams, like I say, took the ball back and forth, but not a lot of chances on the end of the opportunities. It's going to be interesting in this one to see who can break the deadlock. Like I say, it's not looked close really for either team at the minute, but it's one of them. It only takes one chance to score and see if either team can create that in the second half. So let's get straight into the second half anyway and see if any team can break the deadlock.
Leeds are winning.
Are they?
Yeah,
Oh.
it smells like a burger.
Oh, I'm going to say I can smell it. Oh, is it bar? Hit crossbar.
Oh, it's him. He should have been running. He should have been.
I know what you mean. Oh, what a ball! Oh, it's in! It's in! Lovely header.
They were really good.
Ascot take the lead.
Worth it. Your prediction was right.
Ascot United goal scorer number 22.
So it's a 5 minutes of bad time at the end of the second half.
We know what's happening.
Yeah.
They could score.
Oh, yeah.
I remember getting equaliser. We could play another half an hour.
Oh.
See?
That's full time. 1-0 for Ascot United.
Ascot United 1, Newport Town 0. Congratulations, Ascot United, winners of the 2023 Isuzu FA Vase.
played to Pagnell, gave it a good go, but wasn't enough on the day, unfortunately. You can't see great from here, but Newport Pagnell are just getting their trophies here, their runners up. Very well deserved runners up, but on the day they couldn't beat Ascot. And here come back Ascot United up the steps to get their winners' medals.
The winners of the 2023 Isuzu FA Vase, Ascot United! Once again to the Isuzu FA Vase winners, Ascot United!
So full time finish, Ascot United 1, Newport Pagnell 0, and congratulations to Ascot. I thought they were a better team by some distance.
Sorry, I was licking you.
I thought it were a better team by some distance. Newport played well, but I thought Ascot dominated most of the possession and had better chances. Like I said, both teams hit the bar several times throughout the match, but Ascot definitely had better play, and I thought they deserved a win. Yeah, it's just a shame they can't defend the title because, like I say, they're going to be playing in the FA Trophy next year because they won their league at Step 5, which is the 9th tier of English football, which means they've been promoted, so they're going to be in the FA Trophy next season. So, yeah, unfortunately we can't defend the title, but I thought they were a better team by quite a mile, and they deserve a win. As far as the first match done, so we're going to move on to the next match now, which is Halifax versus Gateshead. So we're going to go back to me in the car to talk about the pre-match for the match. So I'll see you back in the stadium after the pre-match. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, so next up we've got the FA Trophy. So this is for teams in step 1 to 4 in non-league, which is the 5th to the 8th tier of the English pyramid. So we're going to start off with FC Halifax Town. So they finished the season in 11th place out of 24 teams in the National League. So they were unbeaten in the last 9 games in all competitions. So that includes 5 wins, 3 draws, and then 1 match that they won on penalties, which I'll get to in a bit. And they also probably famous for beating Wrexham 3-1 during the end of season run, which really made it really interesting for the title race between them and Notts County at the end, and it kind of stopped Wrexham from running away with it and gave Notts a fighting chance going into that match between them on the Monday. So as for Gateshead, they finished the season in 14th place out of 24th, and the end of the season with a very good 4-0 home win against Maidenhead United. So they've won the last 2 games, however, they were looking pretty doomed at one point, but then they went on to just lose 2 of the last 15 games, which they won 8 of, and that got them out of trouble. That really good run of form, it was fantastic, to be fair, because they looked doomed, and then just kept crawling away, and to be fair, some were even saying they could have ended up in playoffs rather than worried about relegation. So it really shows how good a form they're in at the minute. So it's 2 really informed teams playing each other. So it's going to be really interesting when it gets to the match. So in terms of previous meetings, Halifax won the earlier of the 2 matches at their place by 2-0. And then when we played at the Gateshead International Stadium, that was a 0-0 draw. But the interesting about these 2 is that overall, Edward, it's pretty crazy to be fair. So they've played 14 matches against each other in the history. Gateshead's won none of them games. Halifax have won 3. And they've drawn 11. So I'm glad I've booked a later train just in case it goes to extra time penalties, because by the looks of them stats, it is looking very likely that that's going to be the case. So in terms of the FA Trophy run for both of these teams, it were a lot easier than the FA Vase because we've been both in the National League. They don't come into it until the 3rd round, so that made it a lot easier for me to get the results for. So we're going to go through each team here. So Halifax started with a 1-0 away win at Guiseley, whereas Gateshead thrashed Gloucester City by 5-1. Then going into the 4th round, Halifax needed penalties to beat Harrowborough away from home, which they won by 6 penalties to 5. And then Gateshead were meant to play their game at home, but for some reason they had to play it away against Oldham, and they won that by 3-1. Then moving into the fifth round, which for the last 16, Halifax needed penalties to get past Maidenhead away from home. That finished 0-0, and then Halifax won by 5-4 on penalties. And Gateshead went to Banbury United away from home, which they ended up winning by 1-0. Then we're moving into the business end. We've got the quarter-finals, and Halifax had a very good win away from home at Ollerton Town by 2-0. And Gateshead needed penalties to beat Vase Celtic after a 0-0 draw. They went on to win 4-2 on penalties. And then we had the semi-finals, which both went to penalties, just like the FA Vase, and two very thrilling finals. Halifax drew 1-1 away to Altrincham and then won by 3-2 on penalties. And then Gateshead were 3-0 up in their semi-final, and then Barnet pegged it back to 3-3, but Gateshead went on to win that match by 4-1 on penalties. So that'll do us for the build-up. So I'm just going to move on to my score prediction now. So do I think that Halifax will continue the unbeaten run forever against Gateshead, or do I think Gateshead will get their first win against Halifax and lift the trophy? My prediction is it's a big final. Like I say, Halifax have got the record, so I think it's made for Gateshead to go and break that record. I think both teams, like I say, it's a very hard one to call. Both teams are in form. They finished the season very strong, and it's going to be a very interesting game. But I think I've just got a feeling Gateshead are going to nick it here. I think they've stayed, like, you know, they're all looking like they're going down, and trophy run were the last thing off mind, but a lot were thinking, like, at least if we go down, we'll have a trophy run. So I've just got a feeling we're going to stay up and win the trophy as well, to mark off a remarkable season after winning the National League North last season. So my prediction for today's game is FC Halifax Town 1, Gateshead 2. Anyway, that's it for the pre-match analysis. Let's head back to Wembley and see how the match goes.
Let's get on camera, so it's a bit late now, but we've got some chicken and chips, or literally right now, a piece of chicken and a chip and a pint. I'll let you know how that went at the end of the video.
Oh, look at this! Look at this! I've got the ball machine for the ref to do for kickoff.
No, it's an Isuzu car.
A car, sorry, not machine.
It's like an Isuzu.
Oh yeah, it's a sponsor. And we're on the way. So we've got the Halifax fans all in here, and then the Gateshead fans over there and below us. Oh, it's offside. Offside. Incorrect catch on camera, deflects the goal, keeper boots it out into their strike, and it goes straight into the net. Oh dear. Halifax 1, Gateshead 0. Oh, what goal. Half time, 1-0 Halifax. So half time it's Halifax 1, Gateshead 0, and overall I think Halifax have been the better team in general. Gateshead's had the chances for them of caused a few problems in the final third, but I think overall, just in terms of football, Halifax have looked a lot better team than Gateshead, and it has been a close game, but I think it's a bit like the Ascot one. I would give it to Halifax, just that edge over Gateshead at the minute. But we'll see how the second half goes. Like I say, there's still another half of football to play, but at the minute, I really can't see how other than Halifax win. So, like I say, I got the score in the FA Vase right. Let's see if we can get it right in the FA Trophy, because at the minute it's going to be 1-1 in terms of that, because I predicted Gateshead to win. So anyway, we're going to go into the second half now, and we'll see how the rest of the match goes.
I have as well. I think he's playing. Yeah,
I'll have a
4-4.
look and see.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a free kick for Gate? Yeah.
Oh.
2-0. Keep going, keep going. Go on, square it. Oh, you selfish git.
We'll find someone. I promise you, sweetheart.
I think, but I don't know if I want that.
Oh, good save. Oh, it was straight eye, but it was so good save. Like, react to it. There's the attendance, 27,374. And now this has been balanced out between the 4 teams, but looks pretty good for me for a non-leagues final. Fair play to all 4 clubs. Oh, what a ball that is. Oh! Good save. That's goal time. 1-0 to Halifax. Fair play. Fair play, Halifax. Congratulations, Gateshead. Congratulations to Halifax.
Yorkshire.
I'm joined now on the pitch here at Wembley by
It's just fucking tough, the sign language, man.
Gateshead rose up. Game rose up trophy. Yeah.
Congratulations again to your eyes, who's the
So in a lovely London trip in the best way possible. I'm just at a pint, nice and chilled out in King's Cross, in the pub at King's Cross. So just had an amazing time. We had a prezzo pizza beforehand, so just got to end the weekend off in the best way possible, nice and chilled, just debriefing the whole weekend. So I will catch you all in the full-time review. So at full-time it finished Halifax Town 1, Gateshead 0, and congratulations to Halifax Town. I thought they were very well deserved winners on the day. Even though I think Gateshead had more of the ball and brought it forward probably more, Halifax defended really well. They looked really organised in a very good professional side, and I'd say on the day they were deserving winners because I didn't think you could have played on for another 90 minutes. I still don't think Gateshead would have scored in that game. To be honest with you, Halifax just looked so organised and a lot better team, and I thought they deserved it on the day. So we're going to get on to the Rate the Ground in a few minutes' time, but that concludes this weekend's football. It's been an absolutely amazing weekend, not just for Sunday at Wembley, but Saturday
for my actual birthday down in London, seeing the sights as well. So, like I said, this season's been incredible. We've got one more game to go, which is going to be a charity match next Saturday, the 27th, between Doncaster Rovers Legends and Liverpool Legends. So that'll be the last game on my channel this season. However, I will have different videos coming out all the time. I can't put a date on when they'll be, but there'll definitely be at least one before that match on Saturday. So don't worry, the content is not going anywhere over the break. So keep an eye out for that over the next few weeks. But yeah, it's been an absolutely amazing trip. I've loved every single second of it, and I can't wait to get this video out because it is going to be absolutely amazing and top off a really good weekend. So I guess the final thing to do is we've been to a new stadium on the channel. So let's get straight into it now and rate the ground. So we're going to start things off with pre-match, and this has probably been my favourite pre-match so far of the season. Went to the Pagnell and Gateshead fan zone, which was absolutely fantastic. Like, just before I even walked in, I could hear the atmosphere just like coming out of the place, and you just walk into just a sea of green, and it was just absolutely fantastic. Like I say, good beer, good atmosphere, amazing atmosphere to be fair, and just an overall party vibe. So yeah, I can't give this anything other than 5 stars to be fair. It was absolutely amazing. So Wembley is getting 5 stars for pre-match. Next up, we've got catering, and this was a really hard one to judge. I know a lot of people have got very different and strong opinions on the catering at Wembley. Some people love it, some people hate it. I was in between. It was decent. I'll give it a decent rating because when you think about food, there weren't a lot of options. There were mainly just the chicken and chips and a few pies, and I've heard in like the Ascot end that they ran out. We were in the neutral end, and it seemed like they had enough all the way through the match, but not a lot of options to be fair, and it was quite expensive at £8.50 for a chicken and chips. The drinks were excellent, and for London prices, I didn't think it was too bad. It was £6.75 for a pint, which, yeah, to be fair, it sounds expensive, but when you think about it being London, and because I thought they'd be charging like 8, 9, 10 quid for a pint, so I was quite presently surprised to only have to pay £6.75 for a pint. The service was really good, like they were really quick getting through, and the food, like I say, we were a long queue, but got through it in no time. And yeah, the cost it's London, and you know, you're gonna be paying quite expensive prices. So yeah, a tough one to judge overall. Like I say, we didn't have everything open because it was a small attendance, but I was quite pleasantly surprised to be fair. So I'm gonna go pretty high here. I'm gonna go with 3.5 out of 5, which is a lot higher than I thought. I thought that'd be probably the lowest rating out of the 5, but no, I've been surprised by it. Next up, we've got the ground itself, and I'm not going to give anything lower than 5 stars here. Absolutely fantastic. Probably the best ground in the country. Like I say, the home of football, absolutely stunning, and it's going to get nothing less than 5 out of 5 from me. Next up, we've got atmosphere, and I know with Wembley, you can get a decent atmosphere just with how it's built and the way the sound kind of like travels around the stadium. Obviously, it were only about just over a quarter full, so you know, you're not going to expect too much atmosphere in that, but you could still get quite a decent atmosphere going if you try to get a sing-song going or anything like that. So it's pretty good to be fair, the atmosphere. So in terms of atmosphere for Wembley, I'm going to go with 3.5 out of 5. And finally, we've got overall enjoyment of the day. I absolutely loved it. Probably my favourite football game of the year. It was absolutely fantastic. Like I say, first experience of non-league finals day, and just a really good day overall, from getting off the tube at Wembley to the fan zone beforehand, to getting into the stadium. Like, I know some people said stuff about security at Wembley before. Like, we had no problems. All the stewards were really helpful, really friendly, and it just made it a really good experience. And even, like I say, both games finished in normal time, so there was a big gap of about 2 hours in between the matches. But it kind of flew by because, like I say, because I were at neutral bit, and it wasn't too like overcrowded, so you could spread out. Like I say, we could use all facilities of a 3 lines bar. So, like I say, you weren't like crammed in for 2 hours. You had like, you could walk around, there were things to do, and we just basically chilled John 3 lines bar. And like my girlfriend didn't realise at the time when she sat down, she sat right next to on the road creator Smith, and I was a bit like, you sat next to it. So yeah, we had a lovely chat with Smith. Lovely guy as well, very down to earth, and yeah, just chilled out in there for 2 hours, and the time flew to be fair. So absolutely fantastic day, and overall enjoyment is getting nothing less than a 5 from me. So this gives Wembley a final score of 22 out of 25, which puts it in second place, just below Staveley, who got 23. I'll be honest, I didn't think Staveley would ever get beat, but Wembley took it extremely close. I knew Wembley were going to be good, but I didn't expect it to be that good. I was very surprised, and like I said, I've only been once before when I was 11 years old when Rovers won the playoffs against Leeds in 2008, and to be honest, it was 10 times better than I actually remembered it being. It was absolutely fantastic. And I think it's been improved since the last time we went as well, because when we went, it had just turned a year old, so like there were a lot of memorabilia and stuff like that, which they've added now, and like stuff to do down Wembley way. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Could not fault Wembley at all, and it's been a fantastic day and a fantastic birthday weekend. So that is going to end things here. So the next football video will be next Saturday, probably be released on the Sunday, which will be a charity match between Rovers Legends and Liverpool Legends for Eve's Trust Cancer Charity. Other than that, we'll have the next video out on the channel will be my League One predictions reaction video. So keep an eye out on that. I'm not sure what date it'll be out yet, but just keep an eye out and you will see it. But until then, please like and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 now, so let's hit it as soon as possible. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.